Hey yo guys, time for a show review, and it's something I really don't do well. Like, it's an actual TV show. Last night, which was Wednesday, January the 16th, I believe. No, it was the 16th. Yes, it was the 16th. The NWA came back to television on Dish Network, channel 9406, I do believe, on color cable or something. But anyways, they're back, which with a television show, which is a very decent first episode. I've got to say, watched it. If you don't have this network, it's okay. You can watch it on Color Television's website or the NWA's website, which I did. So anyway, let's run through the show. This show opened with NWA World Heavyweight Champion Scrap Iron Adam Pearce opening the show, welcoming us to the NWA, saying the past is the past and welcoming us back to professional wrestling. The hosts for the night were David Marquez and Rob Conway, former WWE Tag Champion in La Resistance and, all around stupid gimmick. But and they were backed by Vega Showgirls, and Marquez put Conway over by showing pictures of him from the WWE and his action figure to prove he's a big shot. Then they went to the very first match of the night, which was Ikuto Hidaka versus TJ Perkins. If you've not seen TJ Perkins, he's wrestled in PW Ring of Honor. I believe he was Puma in TNA and the UWA Hardcore Promotions, and yeah, I've not seen Hidaka before up until this point, so yeah, but he's been wrestling in New Japan and it was in some decent feuds, as the announcer said. And the announcers were Chris Kloss from XPW and WSX, and a guy named Todd, who I never really got to his last name. There was a nice early pinfall in this one by Hidaka, but the ref didn't realize it was a pinfall. It was a very fancy, nice pinfall, and the ref didn't realize it, so he didn't count, so Hidaka just let Perkins go. TJ lets Hidaka know he's for the US after a big shoulder attacker, and he's chants USA, or that's for the USA. TJ puts a crucifix cradle on. Hidaka gut buster after TJ went for a high cross body. That was a very nice looking maneuver. Hidaka then did a cartwheel leg lariat in the corner, followed by a double foot stomp from the second rope. TJ Hurricane Rana dropped Tornado DDT combo. Hidaka shoved TJ's dropkick away and hits a spinning heel kick. TJ gets knees off a frog splash. A lot of aerial moves here. Perkins wasted a lot of time when he went up top. I gotta say that. There was an innovative way to get a sit-down powerbomb by Hidaka, where he put Perkins' leg over his neck, then flipped him up, and then set-down powerbombed him for a big near fall. Bunch of reverse. And TJ gets the win with a schoolboy with an O'Connor roll-up, and then the Real American Heroes, Joey Ryan and Karl Anderson, came down to attack TJ Perkins. Los Luchas made the save, and then Adam Pearce came up to give the advantage back to the Real Americans and Adam Pearce. Then we had the NWA Flag Match between the Real American Heroes, which is Joey Ryan and Karl Anderson, as I just said, and Los Luchas. Luchas were the huge baby faces in this one because of the huge Hispanic population there. And the Americans were just apparently big racists, so that's why they were the heels. The American Heroes stumbled at the start with Ryan backing out and hitting his balls in the corner, and Anderson then came in, jumped around, and tripped over his own feet. Anderson recovers, does a machine gun pose, but he comes and misses a big leg drop, and then he recovered, he did the pose again, he skinned the cat, came in, did the pose, and then got thrown over the top by a clothesline by Zokre. American Heroes worked, walk out and get pelted with garbage. You gotta love these fans, they took that very seriously, but come back because the Luchas were about to get the Mexican flag. Double sunset flip by Los Luchas, which pulls the entire Americans' tights down, and Chris Kloss marked out for that. Americans isolate Phoenix Star for a very good portion of the match, good 6 minutes, till Star hits head scissors and tags Zokre. Zokre, tons of springboards and drop kicks after that, when he was hot after the hot tag. Zokre backdrops Ryan into a spear by Star. That was very nice looking. Zokre blockbusters Anderson, who lands on Star's knees. That was another nice looking move. Both Luchas do dives onto the American Heroes. Star botched the Americans' finish, which was Anderson having him up for an electric chair drop, throwing him down, and Ryan would super kick him, but he just landed on his feet and stopped, so then Anderson held Star and Ryan did super kick anyway. There was a double springboard sentons by Los Luchas. Looked like they were about to get the flags, but the Americans American Heroes manager, something Vanderpelt distracted the ref. Then Scrap Iron Adam Pearce came down, got the flag that was already taken down, and he beat Los Luchas with it. Put Ryan over for the cover, and that was it. It was a very fun tag match. I mean, both opening matches were very good. And then Dave Marquez talks to Bob Caudle at an NWA convention. The third match was Ricky Vega versus Cassidy O'Brien. Ricky Vega, you do not know, was Machete from TNA, the guy who was pushing Conan around in the wheelchair. O'Brien jumped Vega before the bell, and that was about all the offense he got in. And Vega hit tons of tops, and he gets the win with a face-first Samoan drop, a big squash. So you can't give this anything in ratings-wise. And then Marquez and Conway discussed the racial tension from the second match. Thought that was a bit weird you put it there, but meh. And your main event, Hijo del Santo and Rey Mysterio Sr. versus Blue Demon and Nicho. Nicho is Psicosis, by the way. Nicho charges the corner and hits the suicide dive into the turnbuckles at the start. Rey Sr. is a very, very fat man. He is morbidly obese. Disgusting. Santo schools both Demon and Nicho. Santo and Misterio both hit dives at the same time over the top rope before the first break. Rudos still in trouble as we come back from the break, but the Rudos take out Santo and work over Rey Sr. Nicho with a big guillotine leg drop while Santo was in the ropes, which was his finishing move in general in all of wrestling. Demon tries to take Santo's mask off but fails, which in Mexican wrestling, if you try to do that, that's a disqualification. I don't know. We should have applied that here, I thought, in my opinion. Santo tags Rey, but ref does not allow it. I mean, he actually sees it, but he does not allow it for some odd-benounced reason. The Technicos make a comeback. Santo, nice torpe on Demon in ring, and then Nicho over the top rope. And then the finish came when Blue Demon low-blowed Santo behind the ref's back and got the win. And that's how we went off before Dave Marquez announced week's matches, which is the Young Bucks versus Black Tiger 4 and Cobra 2. Bryan Danielson with his first NWA appearance here against man from England, Sean Denny. And your main event is Scrap Iron Adam Pearce versus X-Pac. All in all, I thought this was a very good, interesting first show. I mean, it's kind of cool to see one of the oldest promotions in the world get back on television. I really thought match of the night was probably Perkins and I don't know. I mean, I'd say the flag match in Perkins, Hidaka was a very strong for matches, and I think they're both tied. But I guess I'd give it more to the flag match. It was a bit more innovative and fast-paced, and actually had a storyline behind it, so I will give that probably match of the night. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to next week, and you can watch this on NWA's website. I'll put the link up. But anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.